We are. All right. Let's go live. Let's go live. All right, I think we're live. Welcome to the live stream of Fashionable Father in Sanskrit Studios, otherwise known as my apartment. My name's Timothy Sands. That's right, this is Fashionable Father. Oh, yes, this wants to make an introduction as well. That's right. That is a scab on my forehead.
From what?
From my thumbnail. My thumbnail used to be longer. It has now been cut. Yo, what up, Dan H? First one in. Well, other than my wife, but my wife's sitting right over here.
I don't care.
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Sorry I missed the last weekend. I had issues. I had technical issues. And I was like, I'm just not going to do it. I can't do the live stream with all the stuff that I was encountering. Yeah, I was just explaining the gouge on my forehead. I was introducing myself and also introducing it, given the fact that that's going to be glaring through the whole live stream. No, I was messing around. I went after Arthur to pick him up, and my thumb, I gouged my forehead with my thumbnail. I might have to explain this a couple more times during the stream. Feel free to ask. All right, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be back doing this live stream. This stuff is always very, very fun for me. So when I miss it, I truly do miss it. So what is on the topics this week? Let's make this fun and engaging. I want to talk about how gear does matter, because that's what I encountered a couple weeks ago. Technical difficulties in gear. And I don't know if anybody else watches YouTube videos, but I watch a lot of gear YouTube videos and a lot, or just YouTube like strategy. And one of the videos that will come across, especially with bigger YouTubers who have plenty of money for gear, in my opinion, they're always like, gear doesn't matter, which makes sense, you know, because when you've had a bunch of gear and you've tried a bunch of gear, you realize that does not make your content better. But anyways, we'll get into that. Gear matters. Also, I do want to react to Ella Emhoff. I just learned about this woman, and I'm a little late to the game, but I guess she made a splash at the inaugural, and ever since then she's been signed to a modeling. But yeah, so let's talk about her. I also want to talk about spring fashion, and my response to some of fashion and what's going on with fashion right now. So that's what's on the list today. Just 3 topics, but I feel like I have a lot to say about them. So. Hello, Carla. We don't have salami and cheese.
I tried to get it. I didn't go grocery shopping. Remember, I did online.
Oh, we did it online. Yeah, we didn't go.
Have any? You know, I didn't want it from the deli counter.
Yeah,
so.
We had to run back to the store too. They forgot a bag.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of a pain. I mean, I know people do it and it works, but.
I was trying to be responsible. My son was sick, and I didn't want to bring him to the grocery store.
Look at her. She's such a hero. Such a hero. So I ran over there and got the ice cream, because that was
very important.
Anyways, yeah. So no salami and cheese, but I wouldn't mind a beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a beer when I feel like it.
Yeah, no. Thanks, man. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, no kidding. It was a rough week. I try to do these every other week, and I really do. The reason I do is both for you guys, but also for myself. I enjoy this. I really do. It's an enjoyable thing. I like doing this stuff. So, hey, what up, Steve? Colorful Colorado. Are you popping a beer? Are you popping a Coors? Coors. Can't drink. I like Coors. I can drink Coors. I'm really not a big fan of Michelob or Budweiser. I can't drink Budweiser. So, again, run down the list. I'll just do it again for the folks who just arrived, if you have. I'm going over gear, YouTube gear now. It does matter. And opposite a lot of people. A reaction to Ella Emhoff. So Google her if you want in the meantime. And my take on spring fashion.
Here you go, honey. It's not the best glass, sorry.
I know, there's a
Just
little
keep
chip.
away from that.
There's a little chip in the glass.
Mwah.
You look good.
Thanks.
So, first up on the list, on the list this week. Like I was just kind of talking at the beginning. There's if you go down the rabbit hole of YouTube channels and gear and like starting your own YouTube channel, which is obviously something I've done. I still do to this day. I look at strategies and stuff, which is a rabbit hole. I say it's not a good rabbit hole because you can almost get stuck in that loop of trying to figure out what's the best thing, what's that, and what's this. And so the reason I want to bring it up today that gear does matter is there's a lot of people out there that will try to pretend that it doesn't. And the reason why they say it is because they're like, don't get obsessed with the most expensive camera and all that stuff. Which is, yes, I would say so, because at the end of the day, I have to make engaging content for you guys to be entertained by. I need to make a thumbnail that you will click on and you want to watch something about shoes. I want those shoes to look cool. I want those shoes to look stylish. So I think the gear does matter, because if I have an iPhone trying to shoot those shoes, I don't think it's going to be as cool as if I get a mirrorless camera. This live stream, I want it to look cool, so I want a decent camera to make it look good. I'm lucky I got natural sunlight coming in here, but I need this gear. And 2 weeks ago, my camera mic input decided to stop working. And that was the night I was shooting the shoe video, and that's frustrating. It's frustrating. So I had to send. That camera is in for repair, so I'm out of camera. My only camera that I use now. Everybody would be like, "Well, pick your iPhone up." I did not, Dan. I did not. King Dynasty? Yo, man. You're in my opinion, you're on time. If you're in the first 15 minutes, you're on time. Courage only brewed in Colorado. I did not. But did you recommend that last time? You recommend a lot, Dan. And I'm going to get on it. It's my homework. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Oswald Boateng's Africanism Collection. Oh, was that in reference to? You're right. I think I know. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't look into it. The movie Coming to America. So, on the topic again of, and I know this is not fashion related, but if you are at all curious about YouTube and trying to be the most minimal with your setup, but gear does matter, and it was rough for me to not have a mic input on my camera, and it was rough to not have a camera last week, and it was rough to go, oh yeah, let's just shoot with an iPhone. I wasn't going to shoot with an iPhone, and I get it. There's a lot of people who can. My iPhone's full. I got a cheap iPhone. I didn't get the nice iPhones, and I think even if you get an iPhone with a bunch of memory on it, you just fill it up. So I commend people who can use an iPhone for a YouTube channel full time. But this is the other part that makes me jealous, is Megan watches a YouTube channel. What's her name? Ashley something?
Bernhardt, I think.
Ashley Bernhardt, but she has Millennial Monday Movies? Monday Movie Millennials, whatever.
Millennial Monday. Yeah, Movie Monday.
Millennial Movie Monday. So she's a millennial who's never seen any of these movies from the 80s and 90s that are obviously very good. And so she watches them, and we get to see her reaction. And fun. Megan loves it. I like it. I don't love it. Megan loves it. I'm super jealous of it. This girl is killing it. She's got 50,000 subscribers in like 6 months, maybe less. And of course she's killing it. I'm entertained by her watching. Oh, hey, I got my little styling dude. Say hi.
Hi.
He got this outfit from a dear friend on the East Coast. Carrie, actually, Carrie, if you're watching.
I think we introduced it to her into the last.
Did we do it last time? Is this a repeat?
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
But he is cute.
He's adorable. Did he wear the same outfit last time?
I think so.
Oh, it's a repeat.
Maybe.
That's a fashion faux pas here.
But he's really cute.
All right, get back over there. Eat your Cheerios. Where was I? Anyways, yeah, I'm jealous of channels like that because I'm working really hard and trying to make like super. And I got messed up by the keyword cinematic. That keyword literally has a horrible emotional impact on me. I will click on some videos if it says cinematic like an idiot. And I want to make my stuff cinematic. I want to make it look cool and story driven and high end, and you can fall into a trap. So when I say gear does matter, it is also a trap. But also, like, you have to have decent stuff to make your stuff look at least somewhat decent. Oh my God. First of all, hey, Little Milk Cat, welcome. Oh, that's that's an interesting question. No, Little Milk Cat, I'm not too worried about people finding me on YouTube. For the most part, I'm not really, I'm not really embarrassed by my content, I guess. And I know that's not what you're implying. Actually, what is I find that interesting. You know what I realized, Little Milk Cat, is I think when I first came to LA, I was really worried about like social media and being exposed to people. Megan would actually attest to this.
Yeah.
She was like, why do you want to do a YouTube channel? You're so private. And I was super private. And I felt like I almost held stuff close out of pride.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like I think I was super proud about being private. And I realized no one really cares. No one cares. Especially in LA. No one cares. I was trying to, I was pursuing acting, and no one cares. It's just, and then so I realized, I was like, why am I working so hard at being private? And also, we do live in a weird world now where we're very exposed and we're just willing to expose ourselves. So I'm more comfortable with that. There is a slight fear, though.
Yeah.
There's a slight fear. That's an interesting discussion, actually. You bring up a great question. First of all, King Dynasty. I'm shortening your name. King Asa Dynasty. I'm just gonna go. You know what? I should just call you the Dynasty. Anyways, the colors. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm getting to it. Spring fashion, man. Wow. Yeah, you're right, man. It feels like 90s all over again for me because I experienced the 90s. Yes, I'm that old. And yeah, it's a little much. It's a little much with the colors, if you ask me. Yo, what up, bro? Haven't seen you in a while. Did I see you last time? I think I did. Man, it's been like 3 weeks. But yeah, you opened up a can of worms with that question, Little Milk Cat. For the most part, I think the scary for anybody in YouTube, any social media, I think it's over 100,000. I think when you get into that number, I think Instagram might be, I don't know, the numbers might vary. But whenever you get into, I'll go generically and say over 50,000. I think that's when you probably start getting rando stalkers, stans. Is that what they're called? Stans. Which, there's something in the back of my mind that I'm always a little nervous about that. But again, like I've got cool people that come through my chat. It's not something I have to. I think it's also really has a lot to do with the content that you're creating too. I think if you are really, poking the bear and really trying to, get your audience riled up, you're definitely going to have more of, you're going to get more of the diverse craziness of people. And I think you have more control. I love, and I think Chris, who comes through my chat, he recommends Matt Diavella. And a lot of people know Matt Diavella if they watch YouTube. And it was really cool. I watched his most recent video, and he said, I love my people in my comments. I look at my comments, and they're cool. And it's because Matt Diavella is cool. He's a cool cat. So he's got millions of subscribers, but he's got a good base of people that are awesome. So I think that has something to say about him. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Little Milk Cat, nice. Thinking of starting one? Yo, what up, Tobe? Dude, I know you're busy, Rue. I know you are. Like you said, I think you're working Fridays right now. Leroy Jackson. Sorry, I don't know why I wanted to say it like that. God, that's so bad.
What is wrong with you?
Come on. I'm sorry. That's a damn good name. It's a good name. Leroy Jackson, man. Good afternoon. Jesus. I don't think I've ever seen you, man. I'm embarrassed.
It's from that movie.
I know. That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. He's,
What's that movie? It's from
God,
the 80s.
I would.
Leroy. Oh, the movie. The one with the hands, the magic hands.
Are you talking about?
Leroy. What? Don't you know?
I think
you never saw it.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch those cheesy 80 movies like you did. Anyways, what up? Welcome. I feel like I haven't seen you. I need to start making a list. I've actually got really cool people rolling through. Yeah, the colors can get a little crazy. I'm not big on bright colors. Am I? I think I was. I guess it was in the 90s. No, I'm not. I'm not big on bright colors.
The 80s were really big on
80s and even 90s too. Remember all the patchwork stuff and plaid. God, I hate plaid. I do. You guys are jumping the gun. Okay, we're gonna talk about spring fashion. We're gonna talk about it. Okay. Finding it cringy. Yeah. I know one thing, right? I know right off the bat. Little milk cat, you're young. You're still worried about that stuff. You get a little age on, you don't give a crap. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't. Read that book, The Magic Art of Not Giving an F. He's awesome, and it's so true. It really doesn't matter. And yeah, like I look at some of my first videos are cringy. Who cares? And that's another thing. It's really I think it's kind of cool about YouTube is you can be low quality, and actually get clicks, and people do stuff that's borderline valueless, and since they're saying the right things or having the right thumbnails, I don't know. Don't worry about being cringy. Have fun doing it yourself and run with it. I mean, really, again, at the end of the day, most people don't care, and if they're seeking out to insult you in a sense, and this is actually a great commentary too, but there's a whole topic. I would say insults are a lot of times more genuine than compliments. And if you really think of it that way, like obviously you have a good support team of people around you that compliment you. Those are great compliments. But sometimes strangers, and especially in big cities where people are trying to get something from you, whoo, will they compliment you? Whoo, will they tell you you're great? They need something. And a lot of times if you've riled up someone enough that they want to insult you, then they're looking at you. You've got their attention, and they have to try to bring you down because you sparked something. You spark something in them, and they're, in a sense, they're not part of your support team, so they're gonna bring you down. And sometimes it also, some insults can be helpful. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent there. So I think that's enough of the talk about gear. Throwing this again at anybody who is in my audience that does kind of are a little bit inspired by YouTube. I do not think you should start with an iPhone. I think it makes it harder. I think you should get a cheap mirrorless camera with a mic input, because mics or sound is truly important. Sound will make your stuff look very amateur. If you have decent sound, it ups you so quick. So sound is huge. Mic input is huge. Flippy screen is huge. Autofocus is huge. Those three things, you can get a $600 camera, Canon M50. That will work perfectly for you. Don't worry about 4K. Do not worry about 10-bit. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Worry about mic input, autofocus, and flippy screen. That's all you need. Well, yeah, you could go farther downhill, but worry about sound. Worry about sound almost first before you worry about the quality of your picture, the visual. That makes sense. Oh, exactly. Great example, right? Great example, right? And that's the truth too. Like everything grows and everything changes. Remember when I don't know how long ago it was. I had some YouTube people at my bar, and I looked at them and I go, "Hey, what's getting views on YouTube now?" Again, this is a long time ago. They go, "Unboxing." I was like, "What?" Yeah, like, unboxing stuff. I was like, "That's a thing? That's a thing." Unboxing was a thing, right? Now it's not a thing, but there's channels that are built just on unboxing. So isn't that funny? Like that's also how crazy YouTube is too. It changes so swiftly. All right, let's get into it. I'm getting to spring fashion, folks, but I want to talk about Ella Emhoff. Has anybody come across? Well, of course, I'm probably late to this game. Ella Emhoff. Now, at first, okay, I just gut reaction. I'm in awe. I'm just this. Hold on, I gotta show you this. Bam. Okay, I just went straight to her. Oh shoot. I went straight to her Instagram page because that's what this is. Ella. This is Ella. Ella is what the first man's? No wait. Who's Ella Emhoff, babe? Shoot, it's the second man's daughter. So the vice president, Kamala Harris's husband's daughter. She wore an amazing coat to the inauguration, got a bunch of attention. She signed as a model now. This is a model in our world right now. Now, I know I'm in awe because gut reaction to me. Okay, first of all, the fact that obviously this is normcore, and I would even go as far as to say gender neutrality at its finest, right? This is definitely, I guess we're calling this is what the youngins are wearing, or Gen Z coming up. Again, gut reaction, I'm like, nope, nope. But the other side of it though, I am fascinated by, because this is kind of the philosophy that I live by when it comes to fashion. I don't like rules. I don't think that our beauty is just very surface. Like, right, this is what's beautiful. We told you what's beautiful. Like, I don't like that. I like that freedom. So this to me exemplifies freedom. What's with the horn? My goodness. Sorry about the horn. But to me, this, yeah. So, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So what this is to me, again, is kind of what my philosophy on fashion. However, none of this is attractive to me. This is not attractive. Like, I was just telling Megan earlier that I really have a hard time with like gender neutrality. Like, I have a hard time with that. I like women. I like curves on women. I've never been happy with supermodels. I think the stick figure supermodel is sometimes just hard to look at. And so I like vintage, you know me, I like that. So I hanker back to that time. I love a dress on a woman. So this is all very hard for me to be attracted to. However, there's something like this is just not appealing at all. So, however, I'm totally torn on this because the philosophy's there. I like it. I like that it's just so brazen and it's not conformed. And this brings me around because I'm assuming she was signed by these people, and like her coat, like this is awesome. I like this. The coat, right? The coat is awesome. That's tight. And again, not the norm of what we consider beautiful. And so
some people are not up with the androgynous look.
Now, okay, so I totally missed the chat because I was on a whole tirade there. Let me see. Has anybody commented on that?
No, Brandon.
Yeah, gosh, and so that's my question is also, some of this I feel like is just a statement. Does that make sense? Sometimes I don't think this is fashion. It's more like, hey, I just don't care. Which was very much something I already encountered. I feel like we already encountered this. I know, again, it's showing my age, but the 90s grunge era is very close to what normcore is. So, like, what? And there was a lot of this, like, I don't care. It was very Kurt Cobain. I'm going to wear a Freddy Krueger sweater and not care, which to me is kind of the opposite of fashion. It's showcasing. It's presenting something. So I'm going to ask you guys, what would you say? I think it's again. I think it's Little Milk Cat, and who mentions like dress. I think you are normcore fashion. See, I don't like different just for the sake of being different. If you're being different because you're like, let's go severe. I love dressing like a pirate. Right? That's bad. That's a horrible comparison. Never mind. But if you're dressing like a pirate and you're walking around looking like a pirate, that's a bad comparison because that's a costume. I don't know, man. Yeah. So anyways, there's something I'm not attracted to, but it's also slightly inspiring at the same time because things are going to change and you don't need to stay always within this very narrowed world. And I feel like I've talked about this in the past too. Men have to stay in a very narrowed world. And the more you judge other people for what they wear, the more narrowed your world gets.
There you go.
Right?
I like that.
That was eloquent.
Yes, son.
Oh, man. So, anyways, that's kind of my take on normcore and the gender neutrality. That's kind of my take on that right now, and I kind of like both inspired yet like and that kind of jumps me in to my next topic, which is spring fashion. So, as you well know, I hope you know, if you watch my shoe video, we finally got out.
Ooh.
What?
That we got out.
Oh, okay. I was reading the comments. Dragging me into clothes being neutral, natural. I've got a few female. You have a couple gender neutral. Oh, go natural, or do you mean neutral? Now, so what are those female pieces though? Are those female? Because I mean, females have been dressing in men's clothes since what? Since
30s.
Yeah, since the 30s, right? That's another thing that kind of like I think women have way more room. They get to wear our clothes. You know, so you don't catch a man. You catch a man in a dress. I've always said this. People start, well, that man is dressing like a woman. You know, and so do you have like explain those pieces? I want to know, like, are they do you look like a female wearing them, or is it just like
They're neutral.
because like I don't know if you ever saw I reacted to Jordan O'Brien. that was one of my first videos. I still enjoy that video, and he's talking about his coats he buys from like secondhand stores, and he's like, I think this might be a woman's coat. I love that. That's some balls on that kid. I like Jordan O'Brien style. Yeah, so Brandon, you and I are on so much on the same page. I feel like because I want to be styling. I want to look cool. I want to be an individual. Like that's what we all kind of want to be, right? And I feel like that's my journey, my endless journey, and I feel like I'll never achieve it. Is this individual feel like I can put this on and almost like be a rock star on my clothes and not care and just go, this is what I wear, and it looks good on me and it's fitted and and then there's also that other side though, that when you start to push it to the point where you're like, am I just wearing this just to be like, look at me? So, what up, Greg? Thanks for rolling through, man. I know you were doing some grocery store shopping. You were getting some groceries.
God, I feel for you. I hate grocery shopping.
Especially on Sunday.
Oh.
Especially on Sunday, man. We try to do that during the week. We were talking about normcore, that Gen Z trend, and gender neutrality. Just Google Ella Emhoff. I keep forgetting her name for some reason. And she's an interesting lady. That's interesting. What do you mean? I thought they would almost fit better. So they're not dress, but like a coat and cardigans and t-shirts. I'm going to ask you again though, Dan, do you look very effeminate wearing those clothes? I'm guessing no, right? Because cardigans, I mean, yeah, cardigan and shirt, t-shirts and trousers, like I don't think you're going to look, but I get it. The fit's definitely going to be a lot different. But you basically have to buy them bigger, and then you have to tailor them. That's what I'm guessing, because obviously, I'm assuming you have to buy them a little bigger. No. Oh, you did? Oh, that's ironic. Nah, man, we're gonna have to talk later.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk later, bro.
I want it to be dipped in there.
Did you? Anyways, yeah, we'll have to talk later about that. Yeah. What was I up next? Oh yeah. So the question to you, Greg, is no, never mind. I think you missed it, boss. We're moving on to spring fashion. That's right. That's what we were talking about. So we got out. We went over to the Grove, which is a really cool spot here in LA, the central of LA.
Cusimano took me there the first time I came.
Cusimano, you hosted Megan there, first time, yeah, and it's a good spot. Like you never get over the Grove. Mm-mm. The Grove's always fun, and it's got a farmer's market right next to it. The farmer's market was obviously the OG, and then obviously some rich person put a big old mall right next to it. And, well, not big old mall. It's a really perfect mall. Way I think malls should be designed. It's a perfect design. Parking garage, mall in the center, and you walk in the center.
It's outdoors.
And it's outdoors. Perfect fit for LA. Americana, same thing. Anyways, so we go over there, and as you could tell, if you watch the video, I took a look at some shoes and got those Reeboks from J. Crew. And it was just nice being out. it was nice being out, but it was also weird. The posters were still old. I just forgot that we're still in this weird world of pandemic. And it didn't feel, I haven't gone out much with the pandemic because I don't feel like being around other people and trying to guard myself from them. So I've avoided being out. And then, I don't know, it was just, oh yeah. So the other rub is the fact that I felt like I was in a bubble this last year. I feel like I was in a bubble and fashion completely flipped. Am I wrong? I feel like it just went like, I don't know. It's a different world. I mean, we were in Nordstrom's, the workers, the employees in Nordstrom's I felt like they just rolled out of bed. It was so normcore. It was so drab. They were wearing those big boots. Some were wearing big boots. It was very, and it was mostly women that I was seeing. I didn't see a lot of male employees. Well, yeah, even the male employees I felt like they weren't even working at Nordstrom's. It was so weird to me. I'm like, and I mean, obviously, just talking about Ella and this is the fashion that I feel like it is coming around, and I'm not excited. I'm not, but I found some inspiration in it, and I think that's what's going to be so cool for me this year. Is I really feel like this is going to be a moment for me to shift, and I do. I look at my clothes. I'm bored with them right now. I think skinny jeans are going to be almost becoming passé at this point. And I'm fine with that. I feel like we leaned way too heavy into like that skinny, super fitted wear, even though I did like it. But gosh, man, it's so drab. It's so dressing down, which I'm like, ugh, that's not me. So I'm not. Beer belly. They have a girl feel, but they don't feminize you. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. That was a good explanation. Now, androgynous. That means gender neutrality, right? Androgynous?
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm not pronouncing that right.
Androgynous, you can't tell if it's male or female if you look at the piece of clothing. It's neither male nor female.
So Dan, again, I'm going to ask you again. So why? To me, I'm thinking like the female clothes will be even harder for you to wear then. No? Anyways, I'm kind of confused by that. I feel like gender neutrality, I feel like it's more, you know what it is? It's more men looking like they're wearing slightly women clothes. So I get it. Gosh, anyways, isn't it? I'm telling you, it's throwing me for a loop. It's throwing me for a loop. And as you well know, I love the 40s and I like vintage clothes. I think men should be dressing better. I wish I dressed better. I wish we wore more suits. I could keep her in a dress all day. I like women in dresses. So this is definitely not me. Does it fit? And do I care that people want to dress like this? No, I think it's cool. I guess I'm definitely not attracted to it. Yeah, I was surprised by Nordstrom's too, Mom. I was super surprised by Nordstrom's. It was nuts. It was weird.
I saw a whole rack of Champion sweatshirts.
I know. I edited that out.
I was so appalled by that.
Yeah, there's a whole rack of Champion sweatshirts.
Not like a small rack, a big rack.
Yeah, a big rack.
Many colors.
Just Champion sweatshirts. Like, we grew up with that as being something you wore at gym class. Or we wore them in...
We wore them in school.
We wore them in school, I guess, yeah. I don't know, man. It's just like, nah. So what I decided to do, like I was telling you guys about spring fashion, I decided I'd go down the rabbit hole of what's going on like high fashion wise, right? And so let me show you where I found my inspiration as far as what's going on right now. First of all, they're saying bombers are here, and bombers have been around forever. I mean, the bomber jacket. And of course, this is high fashion, but if you really want to look at a cool bomber jacket, it's just something like this, right? And I like bomber jackets, and you can get them for cheap, and you can get them almost any and everywhere right now, and spend a lot of money doing it, or spend a little money doing it. And yeah, I like that. I don't feel like that's a spring fashion thing, but whatever. Bombers are big. Utilitarian wear or workwear, as they say, and I do. You know me, I like vocation wear. So again, high fashion, kind of obnoxious, but boom. Oh, yeah, that's kind of workwear. But also, I love the chore coat or the chore shirt. Of course, this is more of a coat. But like if you look into, I feel like there's some of them that like almost like artist mosques. Is that right? Mosque, is that the right word? Anyways, so yeah, that look, I really feel we can be inspired by that look. Vocation wear is always cool. So when they say workwear, but I almost would say anything, like any kind of workwear that you can make look high fashion, I'm inspired by that. Pastels, like you guys were talking about earlier, colors all day, springtime, and it's definitely not subtle, which I'm like, all right, cool. Effortless suits. Again, things are getting baggy, which is not, like I said, skinny jeans are gone, but I'm like, the baggy is like just almost too much. It's like we were springboarding off, like it was always a pendulum. And I feel like if you want to be cool, a little more subtle, just like find the happy medium, right? Sorry. Oh, calm down, Greg. Calm down. There's plenty of ways. Oh, carpenter jeans? Gosh, probably. Ugh, God, I hope not. Oh, God. Carpenter jean shorts, please, no. God, no. Yeah, I could see carpenter jeans. I could see, I could see carpenter pants coming back. I could see them coming back. Absolutely.
Everything comes back.
I know. And see, I'm over it because I've already been there. And so, but anyways, going back to, I like this. This is inspiring to me because you know me, I love suits. And I love the concept of a relaxed summer suit. So you could run with this easily. A cool linen suit, kind of like what this gentleman right here is wearing. Like, that's bad. That's awesome. I feel like just make it a little more fitted. It doesn't need to be bunched up at the bottom. I've always hated this look. I don't know why that has to be. Why do we have bunch? Kimonos! Oh, I got excited about that one. Kimonos are awesome because I actually have a video early on when I made I think this is featured in that video too, and where I have basically a kimono shirt. And I would rock that more. I live in a neighborhood full of Chinese people, so I feel like I would be such a poser wearing it. I don't think anybody wears a kimono in this neighborhood.
Kimono's Japanese.
Kimono's Japanese? Look at me. All right. Well, there you go. So, I still feel like I would look like a complete idiot wearing a kimono in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
But again, going back to like I was saying about Ella, who cares, right? Who cares?
It's so funny because I feel like our Chinese neighbors want to be American, right? They wear American clothes. They name their children with American names. So they see somebody who's American wearing their clothes or part of their culture, and they're probably like, ugh.
But that's also our stored up opinion about it.
True.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I try to lean towards the freedom. Okay, so the Bermuda short, gosh, no, I never liked super long shorts. And this has gotten even nope. Boom, look at those colors. Oh gosh, colors under acid. And I'm leaning towards no on that. But again, I feel like if you can find some inspiration in that, run with it. Extra large pants. It reminds me of the Oxfords from the 20s, which you can't hate on. I don't know. No thanks. Pockets, yeah, I see that. That's leaning towards cargo shorts and cargo pants and all that stuff. So 90s. The sailor shirt, I love sailor shirts. You can find, I have way too many stripe type sailor shirts. Like I told you, I think if you guys have been in the past, if I could dress like a 1700s French sailor, I would. Now this is a oh gosh, why can't I say that stupid word? Anyways, gender neutrality at its finest right here. I mean, come on. No. Gosh, look at those socks too. This is a thing. Again, I feel like I got inspired by this. I've never been a tracksuit guy. I think this is more for people who are sports related. And if you're a sports dude and like kind of do lean towards that, there's something cool about track gear and running gear, and especially if you find high fashion stuff. Even like you can go spend a crap ton of money on biking gear, like bicycling gear. So I feel like this is a cool niche that I would be inspired by. I probably wouldn't wear it, but if you're an all sports guy, take a tracksuit, make it high fashion. I think you're gonna look pretty cool. Flower power. I feel like this has been around. I don't feel like this is super new. Prints and flowers I feel like that was 2 years ago. But it's gonna here to stay, I guess they say. And tucked in, okay. No, that's tucked in. Sliders. Oh God, sliders. Whatever. That's not fashion. The tucked in look. I like these guys' pants. This is pretty cool. Oh, I like these pants too. There's something about specific material with pants, and yeah, I'm all about. I think crop pants are here to stay. Minimalism, and oh yeah, swim brief. Come on. Us Americans, we're not gonna be wearing that, man. That's gonna be hard to come around. Anyways, that is my take. I guess what I'm saying is I look at some of that high fashion stuff and, first always a little appalled by it, but then find where I would be like, I would fit and make it for me. And definitely like the relaxed, loose suit is something that's inspiring me. Workwear always inspires me, especially if you can make it look like your work, right? If you're a photographer, if you're an artist, if you're a guy who, I don't know, like even sits in a booth. Greg, he's an editor, so right. Don't get stuck in that polo and jeans wear. Like wear what you want to wear that communicates your artist and or your creative mindset. And does that make sense? I feel like I'm kind of just digressing there. Yeah, exactly, right? The tracksuit can be dangerous because I know what it connotates. It connotates that Jersey gangster, or even the. I feel like it's an Italian. Yeah, it's that. British. I feel like British wear tracksuits all day too. But that's what's so kind of cool about it is it has such a specific thing in your mind already, like old man gear. Old man wear has such a connotation. So if you rock it well and you can pull off something different, that's where the magic is, right? Am I right? I guess I am. Sorry, getting a little distracted there. Okay. I think I'm running out of topics already. Well, that's okay. We've been here a while. Yeah, it's weird. It's going to be an interesting year because, like I was saying, I think I was more excited about it. Like I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be flashier and it's going to be, people are going to get out and they're going to really want to present their fashion. And then I went out and I'm like, oh, okay, this is just a 90s grunge redo called Normcore and it's very drab. So I think I got a little disenchanted, to be perfectly honest with you. And so it'll be interesting. I think for me, I feel like I know where fashion is going a lot of times just because I keep up, and I don't know where it's going right now. I'm a little caught off guard by it, and that's where I seek out how to get inspired. That makes sense. And what do you guys think? What do you crazy kids think? I think I'm also gonna try to do another live stream next week just to kind of get back on schedule because I actually like doing them every other week, and I work on Saturday, so sometimes it's gonna be a little difficult. I could totally believe that, right? Wear some relaxed like wool slacks, and then those are gonna be way more comfortable than jeans. Yeah, jeans are funny. Why are we all so quick to put jeans on? I'm like, I do need a new pair though. I need a new pair of jeans, and because I'm over mine. I put them on. I'm just like, these are too much. They're too tight. I don't want to really wear them anymore. In my craziness last week when I lost my mic input, I learned how to use an external recorder for my my video, which actually turned out quite well. Even though I went into the editing software and the waveform wasn't showing up. Anyways, I digress about my hardship with gear. But it was kind of cool. I was syncing audio in post. It felt good. I think I'm gonna cut it. I don't really have any more topics, and the chat is pretty quiet for the most part. Right where people have been stuck at home for a year. I would completely agree with that. Dan was saying that he goes, it's yeah, you saw that comment? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dan, I would agree. So people are stuck. We haven't been exposed. I feel like this comes back to we are such a product of our environment, right? Wouldn't you say? We are so if we're just isolated in our homes and we're just looking for comfort, where do we get inspired, right? And then even if I get inspired by looking at stuff online, but I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not gonna wear it anywhere.
No, you actually see a lot of fashion when you were working at the bar.
Oh, that's right. And I will say we are coming back to that comment. We are products, being a product of our environment. When you're in a situation all the time by other people and you see it rocked in person, it's a lot different than watching it on TV. It's a lot different than watching it in movies. It's a lot different than looking online. I thought that online would make things a lot more global. It has, obviously, in certain circumstances, but the fashion is where you're inspired by your friends or your coworkers or like me. I was very exposed to a lot of people who traveled, and also just LA mindset, anyways, at downtown. So you get this, oh, I like how that guy looks. I could rock that, and then you feel comfortable rocking it, and then especially if you see like 5 guys wearing it, like. What that guy wearing that guy that, and you just go, oh, I can wear this and I won't look like a clown. So yeah, we're definitely products of our environment. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. It's hard to look online. I remember even as a kid, I would grow up and we would visit Laguna, and I would see all these kids doing some crazy cool stuff, especially surfer style people. And I would take it back to Colorado, and instantaneously people would look at me like I'm weird before wearing it in Colorado, because again, if you're shaking that up a little bit, you're not going to conform to your crowd. And when you're 16, it's not the easiest concept to go, hey, I don't care to conform. Like again, I'll even reference like Little Milk Cat. She was mentioning that, yeah, it's you feel like you don't want to make stuff. You don't want to be cringy. You don't want people to be like put off by what you're doing. Sometimes just let go of that though, right? Wow, see? Yeah, Greg, me neither, really. I mean, I bought clothes because I'm obsessed. But I've have not been inspired. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. I think once we get past this first hump and hopefully everybody's out and about again. Do you think it'll be more like 2022?
Yeah.
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 We got another year of like weird, who knows what's going on kind of mindset.
It's going to be like a spring awakening where everybody's out and there'll be new everything, fashion, clothing, but just in new restaurants, new, party scenes.
But that's not going to happen until 2022.
Oh, yeah.
I did hear. Of course you have, Chris. Of course you have. I envy you sometimes, Chris. I feel like you've always had that kind of freedom. That freedom just to do what you wanted. And you also have a very aesthetic value too. Like you look towards the aesthetic. You're not just doing it just to be obnoxious. Of course you bought some birdies. How many pairs do you have now? How many pairs do you have now? All right, I think I'm gonna. Sorry, Chris, you showed up late. We've already been through all the topics and everything. Oh, employee discount. Employee discount.
Where?
I know, where?
Where is that?
I don't know why. Dan, you're in Europe, aren't you? Where are you? I just assumed. Maybe it isn't. Mr. Alwell. Does he really deserve such a lofty thing? Mr. Alwell? I'm joking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Allwell.
Oh, yeah. I meant to talk about Men in Kilts again just because you posted it, but I talked about them last time. I was actually going to look at fashion or shows that I like that are very fashion related. And I had no idea Men in Kilts would be such a fashion related show, in my opinion. They look phenomenal.
Tailored.
They look tailored. They look phenomenal. They look great. Even Graham looks like I was telling you, Greg. I think Graham looks better than Sam a lot of times. got that kind of, he's rocking that not old man, that dignified
Older
gentleman look. It's like, he looks good. Yeah, I'm super impressed. If anybody is over 40, if anybody's over 40 going into pushing 50, man, watch Men in Kilts. That guy, Graham, looks amazing. He looks amazing. And what's cooler too, it looks very specific to Scotland, and he still looks classy, and it's just, it looks good. I can't, Greg recommended the show, said, hey, they look great. And I was like, all right. And I think I said this last time, and then I watched it and I was thoroughly impressed. We didn't recap Cobra Kai. Okay. We talked about Ella. God, what's her name? Emhoff? Ella Emhoff. That's what you missed. It was a fantastic conversation. A lot. Yeah, actually, it was all normcore. You'd have hated it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's rocking a pair of red suspenders. Think about if I rocked a red pair of suspenders. A pair of red suspenders. I would, right away, people were like, hey, what's up, Robin Williams? Actually, no, people probably wouldn't say that. They probably wouldn't get the reference. Oh my god. How many flat caps do you have, Greg? Do you have already? Do you have one?
He just wants to put a scarf around his neck.
Dan H lives in Windsor, England. I think you told me that
Windsor
last.
Castle.
Yes.
Queen's Castle.
Yep. It was where the Queen has her castle. I work for John Lewis Partnership, which is a large department store and supermarket, which is employee owned.
Nice.
That sounds like a damn good place to work. Well, you weathered well during the pandemic. You were in the supermarket market, as they say. So you're still making money. Oh, you have two already? Oh yeah. That's probably one of the better hats for me is a flat cap. Or I call it a newspaper hat. Yeah.
Yes.
It looks good on me.
Yes.
I wear one I have a nice tan one I wear at the beach. It's perfect for the beach. And also, yeah, Megan doesn't like me in baseball caps.
Nope.
I don't really like baseball caps in
Actually,
general,
it's
so.
not that bad. It's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. You're being a little rough. You're being a little harsh. But I don't mind, yeah, 3 is perfect. You don't need any more than 3.
Oh, because you
Mostly just for colors, right? Wait, when's your birthday, Greg? Is it in April? Mine's in April. Mine's coming up.
Is he an Aries as well?
I think he
Makes
is.
sense.
It does make a lot of sense. We're both fiery, bro. Maybe. Anyways, shall I bid you all goodbye? I think I will. I thank you, everyone, for showing up. I know I haven't been here for a while. And here, come over, say goodbye. Arthur, come here.
Come here, Arthur. Let's say goodbye.
Dude,
No, come
fedoras
over
are
here.
hard, man. Fedoras are hard.
Come here. Come here.
Fedoras, to me, you look so quickly. You have to know what I feel like you have to know what you're wearing them with. You can't just rock a fedora. End of April. So, you're a Taurus, I think. Right? I'm not really big on astrology, but still. Thoughts on cowboy boots?
Bye-bye.
You're the Texan, Chris.
Hardly.
Oh, sorry, folks. I'm saying goodbye because
Bye-bye.
I guess I should have. I've got a little bit of a conversation going here, and I'm
Bye.
cutting
Keep
it off.
going. Keep it
No,
going.
Now as I say
What's
goodbye,
this?
people will start ducking out. They'll be like, "Oh, this guy's." saying
No,
goodbye."
keep going.
Bye-bye.
We have a lovely
Bye,
Sunday.
Grandma.
Thank
Bye,
you,
Grandma.
everyone, for
Bye,
joining
Grandma.
me. We will
Grandma.
table that conversation about cowboy boots, Chris, because you showed up late. Okay. No, but actually, that's a good conversation, and I think you're more of an expert being from Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, Danica's an Aries. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody, have a good one. Love you all for showing up and commenting and all the love you give me for my channel. Thank you so much. And always remember, style first. All right, see ya.